Presenting our officials for this match. First referee, Miss Joy De Imus, ABC International Referee. Second referee, Mr. Joffer Educal, National Referee. Let's welcome our starting lineup from our Far Eastern University DNS Steel Ultras. Team captain wears jersey number 8, Jelor Talisaya. At number 5, Miko Espartero. Wearing jersey number 9, Zidric Saavedra. At number 11, Lyric John Mendoza. Number 17, Benny Martinez. And number 22, Charles David Absin. Starting libero is number 4, Raymond Bryce de Guzman. Head coach, Mr. Edison, Coach Ed Orculio. Presenting our SAVOUGE Aesthetics Spin Doctors. Jersey number 1 is Sherwin Caritativo. At number 4, Gils Jeffer Torres. Wearing jersey number 6, John Michael Paglaon. At number 17, Dean Neil De Pedro. Number 18, Luis Gaspar Gamban. And number 19, John Daniel Diwa. Starting libero is number 5, Rico Marius Marmeto. Head coach is Sydney Calderon. This is Season 7 Invitational Conference Semifinal round of the Spikers Turf, where power.
And your starters for this match, Saavedra, Absin, Talisayan, Espartero, Mendoza, Martinez, and De Guzman as the libero for FEU and Steel Roofing. Going up against the SAVOUGE Spin Doctors with Gamban, Torres, Caritativo, De Pedro, Diwa, Paglaon, and Marmeto as their six. Yep.
Happy birthday, teammate.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Kala mo, ha?
Kala ko makatakas na.
I will sing for you.
P2B, not hearing you sing, Coach. But again, we thank you, everyone, for joining us. It's a pleasure to be working on my birthday, joined by Coach Ronnie Magsanok, and we should be treated to a good match here. Because in terms of levels, Coach, in terms of talent, gameplay, these two teams evenly matched.
Correct. By the numbers, by the performance, and that's why they will battle for the bronze come Sunday.
So we will open with FUD and Steel for the first serve, courtesy of Martinez. This is over-received. Lucky break there for SAVOUGE, and they score the first point courtesy of Torres.
This is something they have done throughout this conference. Start out well, jump the gun on their opponents. And even against the King Crunchers last time that they played, although they lost.
Oh, an
they
early...
had good starts.
Apologies, Coach. That was an early head coach challenge for a violation, and Torres admitted to it, raised his hand, said, yep, I did. So no need for a long review. First point instead belongs to FUD and Steel.
Green card.
Do we have that here in this season?
We'll double check.
Our reception has been off. The first two serves for FEU as they're going aggressive. 2 over receptions already for the Spin Doctors. This time it's the libero who ably picks it up. Block goes out as Caritativo delivers the first point.
Off the block point here coming from Shawi Caritativo. Of course, the pride of Rosales, Pangasinan has gotten the job done here for Coach Sydney Calderon. And he has been the top gun offensively all throughout this conference, starting October 16th all the way to the birthday of my...
Di pa tayo tapos.
Hindi ko pa nakain yung lasagna. So hanggang makain ko yung lasagna.
A setting point there for FEU, and the Ultras will donate the second point for SAVOUGE. Caritativo serving again. They tried to go for the quick, but the libero was there. power tip, almost scoring. But a chance ball here for the yellow shirts. They go to a quick. Torres makes sure of it this time.
Number 7 in scoring with 97 points heading to the semis. Incidentally, SAVOUGE has paraded a different playmaker. Paglaon is the one starting out for them as the setter. Normally, it's Imperial setting the tone offensively for them.
But we've seen him around, so we know what he can do. Caritativo misread that situation as FEU will tie the contest at 3 apiece.
Drix Saavedra recently was an MVP in the V-League Collegiate Conference. A large reason why this team was also in the Final Four in the previous UAAP season.
Talisaya now serving. That is out. That is wide. The service error, the first of this match.
Coach Orculio belted it earlier before this match.
Well,
to set the tone,
yeah,
literally.
They were warming up. His team was warming up. He took the mic and sang karaoke.
Yes.
That's just how
that was our pregame.
Gave us 3 performances of different songs. May pang-Christmas pa nga.
Oo. Katulad niya. That's Miko Espartero going for that cross-court hit. And that will be point number 4. Another deadlock here in this expected long match. Miko Espartero, number 4 in the competition among the leading scorers.
Absin now serving. Received well by Caritativo.
Combination.
Senor on score. Sorry, that was Gamban who scores.
Gamban in the last game for SAVOUGE. Came off the bench in set number 3, scored a single point. Did not play in their first meeting. Talking about Gamban. Oh, had 9 points in their first meeting.
But you get to understand why Paglaon has gotten the start, because if you look at how tall he is,
Ang lalaki
beside
ng kalaban.
Diwa, the middle blocker, halos pantay, coach, di ba?
Laki. And laki rin ni Benny Martinez eh. So matching up. Let's see who started in their first matchup. It was Narciso.
Tough reception. That's a service ace.
That's Saavedra. Saavedra heading into this semis. So number 2, just behind Jude Garcia, among the top scorers.
A huge part of the arsenal. That is in. That is back-to-back hits. Back-to-back aces for Saavedra.
Full of confidence, really. And this jump serve has been a main weapon here in set 1 for the Steel Ultras.
This time around, though, he sends it straight into the net. 7-6, and expect this entire matchup, coach, to be this tight.
Exactly. UAP Season 86 Best Opposite Spiker, Finals MVP, V-League, and Best Opposite Spiker as well in the most recent V-League tournament.
Great dive from the libero. But no attack possible there. That is sent out, though, by FEU as we're tied again at 7.
Looking for that shoot set. 3-point given up.
De Pedro now serving for SAVOUGE. Well, they keep it alive, but a good chance for FEU to score. The combination play results to an error, so it will be the SAVOUGE Pin Doctors leading 8-7, heading into our first technical timeout of our opener.
welcome back to Spikers Turf Invitational Conference Semifinals. Now, of course, Carl and Coach Ronnie, their starting goal for this conference, talking about the SAVOUGE Spin Doctors, was just to get out of that 6th place spot. Pero ngayon, iba na. Podium finish na, but it's not about pride or just winning, but they want to use this as their stepping stone to be known in the LGBTQIA+ community. Dahil after this conference daw, open na sila to new players, most especially who are part of the community. They are ready to be an accepting home for everyone and anyone. Head coach Sydney Calderon talked about how she is finally ready to build new players in her squad after building their credibility this conference. Kaya naman ito daw ang motivation nila to win. Ang susunod na kabanata daw ng SAVOUGE Spin Doctors. Back to you guys.
And it's easier to recruit players when you've proven your team success already. Yan yung target ni Coach Sydney, di ba? Kailangan mong patunayan na seryoso kang manalo, that you are going to compete, that you're trying to shoot for a podium finish. And that is indeed the target here in our invitationals. That will be off the block. A point for Caritativo to stop the bleeding. Yep, those are 2 mistakes coming from Diwa. The first one, inabot niya yung over-reception, came up dry, and then an attacking error. Now we're back to deadlock. Not a great first ball there.
That's a mishit.
You hear it. Bago mo makita, parang maririnig mo muna yung mali eh.
Alam mo pag solid o kabyos.
So back-to-back points for SAVOUGE. They go to a quick. Diwa wasn't there in time.
That was John Lyric Mendoza with 11 points in their first matchup. And as we pointed out earlier, superb in his performance in their last game, going for 13 of 16. It's over 80% accuracy.
And now he will be serving. Aglaon sets it up. Caritativo off the block again. That is the 3rd off the block point of Shawi.
And I think that the single block will not get it done against Caritativo, given the way he has been playing as of late. A breakout performance for SAVOUGE, and also a coming out party here for Caritativo with the way he has played.
Oh, that sails out of bounds after kissing the tape.
Halos, no? But not quite. Flipping the net, sailing outside for a 2-point lead here for the Spin Doctors.
Now Paglaon has done a decent job of spreading the wealth for the Spin Doctors. Good serve. That was picked up by Gamban. Caritativo blocked completely this time.
This time it's Absin. Finally stopping the juggernaut by Caritativo. FU is number 5 in blocking, but they have 33 more blocks compared to the Spin Doctors heading to the semis.
Gamban denied again.
Bayapsin.
Now the blocking is starting to bite for FU DN Steel.
Let's compare the blocking department the first time that they played against each other. Absin had 3 of the 12. And FU outblocked SAVOUGE by 2. 12 against 10. Absin, Charles David, was the leading blocker for FU in that 5-set win.
Good pick up by Marmeto. Another block
By Absin.
Torres shot down by Absin.
Well, Glorioso, I believe, is number 1 right now. We'll double check this shortly. 3-0 in terms of blocking comparison during set 1.
Now, how will the attacking of SAVOUGE change as Absin has been a juggernaut at the net? Oh, so they go where Absin couldn't be. They swung it to the other side as SAVOUGE ties it up again.
That's a good idea. Away from Absin, yes, Glorioso leads all blockers with 33 kill blocks, followed closely by Gals Jeffer Torres of SAVOUGE.
Oh, such a lucky break for Caritativo. That one just dropping enough on the other side.
This one, a flat one, leading to an ace. Ace number 1 for SAVOUGE versus 2 for the Steel Ultras.
Yeah, both for Saavedra. Over receive. Paglaon sets it up. Another block, but they keep it alive. De Pedro, soft touch. They battle, and on picks it up. Caritativo fortunately sends it out. I think he took one to the mouth as well.
Saktan. Tumama. Oo.
But that is the kind of effort it will take for them to reach their goal, right? You cannot think of this as a no-bearing match because every game should be a step in the right direction for a team like SAVOUGE.
And FEU as well.
De Pedro scores here to get the lead back for SAVOUGE.
This was displayed earlier that Shawi hit his face.
Oh.
Nagbounce.
Oh, poor reception. Limited options to attack for FEU. Kamban
Smart.
connects.
Going for that reverse set, leading to that back row point. 2-point lead for the veteran unit of Coach Calderon.
Sheeran, Shape of You. Ay, hindi. I'm in love with the shape. Pantropico, by Beanie. Beanie Langgo. Na na, na 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 na. Hindi ako kumakanta eh, promise. Shot na lang.
Shape of You, ah. Hindi, actually, pareho yung intro talaga. We remind you that Glory Days will be back for another season. It premieres January 2025, only on the UAP Varsity Channel and Pilipinas Live. Kamban with another attack. It was dug up this time. That was checked, sent up now by Caritativo. They send it forward. Is it too forward? Great dive. It stays alive. Diwa sends it across. Martinez with a set. Saavedra picked up by Caritativo. Paglaon to De Pedro. Off the block.
Excellent back row defense. And Paglaon has been up to the task. I was looking for Imperial. It's right behind us. Seated. Let's set it up. But no problem as Paglaon has done a good job spreading the web, making it difficult for the blockers of FEU after that Sin torched them with 3 straight offensive blocks to guard their offense.
They go to a quick. How about Absin with that rocket?
Boom, boom, Absin. Joining forces with Benny Martinez to score his 4th point. And I believe he's the leading scorer right now for FEU, behind Drix Saavedra.
Oh, that is off coming from Absin on the serve. As the lead is 3 for the Spin Doctors. We first saw itong si Paglaon playing for the Centro Mall Generals
Ayun.
competition. But he really showed a lot of poise even for a younger setter.
Tangkad. Hernandez. So, with a 3-point lead, Coach Sidney Calderon trying to go for the jugular here in set 1 for a good 1-set advantage. Can FEU hold on?
Where is this play going? That is off again.
Same.
Yep, a miss hit on the attack coming from Espartero.
Same sound as well. from the left pin.
Miguel will check in, replacing Talisayan.
Coach Orculio going deep in his rotation. His team behind by 4 at this stage.
(19-15), a 5-point lead.
There you go.
That will be unstoppable for Saavedra.
He was in their first meeting firing 25 points on a 22 of 42 clip. Aided of course by 2 blocks and 1 service ace as well. And here's a go-to player rising to the occasion, trying to stop the scoring run by the Spin Doctors here in set 1.
Picked up a couple of aces the last time he was here. Another strong one. Hernandez with the
Tough,
set.
tough. Wow.
Senyoron finds a way.
Good save by Hernandez on that overpass. Campfire happened here for FPU. In terms of big efficiency, number 3, I believe, are the Spin Doctors. Number 9 only. For the Steel Roof was something that they had to be better in their matchup against a very good defending team.
So the double substitution working out because it was Hernandez and Senyoron combining for that point to get them up to 20. Over-received and dunked home.
Look at the reaction of Senyoron.
Kakapasok lang niya kasi coach eh.
Buena mano.
Instant impact.
At saka lumayo. Overpass, costly, Senyoron. Excellent vertical for that critical hit.
Let's listen into the timeout of FEUT and Steel.
Diba? Tapos ano ginagawa ng kabila? Lumusot sa block. Para hindi naman pinalo eh. Ano ginawa? Drop ball. Mamamatay sa atin, drop ball. Ang iniinsayo mo, mas mahirap doon sa nangyayari ngayon. Pagdating na actual, mahirapan tayo. Diba? Bawian natin, pare. Bawian natin. Gana. FEU!
21-16. This is
Lumayo.
Yep, biggest lead so far of SAVOUGE. Our visitors from Hyogo will be preparing for their final match, a farewell match here in the Invitationals against Chris Cross, Team Crunchers.
Arigato for joining this conference. A lot of takeaways, of course, from this young team.
Now we're ready to resume action. De Pedro serving. Oh, another one for Senyoron. That's 3 straight.
It's the same spot. And the double sub, as you pointed out, has been key. Of course, Sidney Calderon. Martinez with that miscue, leading to 3-point once again from Lawrence Senyoron.
Limited options there for Martinez as the first touch wasn't on point. The push picked up. It crosses and scores for De Pedro. Everything falling apart for FEUD and Steel.
That's why they call another timeout, their final one. 4-point run, 7-point lead, 2 points away from winning set 1. Overpass, or overdog.
Tapos sino ulit papalo. Eh, tinitignan natin, puro spiker, wala namang umiikot. Di ba? Ano, tignan mo nangyari oh. Umabante lang ng konti yung setter, hindi naman kukunin eh. Di ba? Anong tinitignan natin? Yung spiker? Eh, bola muna. Yun, ano, papaluin ng spiker? Di bola. Yun ang tignan natin. Ha? Tara, gawin na. Compose!
All of a sudden, a 7-point lead, 23-16. This was nip and tuck, Coach Ronnie.
Absolutely.
Until those costly mistakes on the side of FEUD and Steel Roofing. Good block presence there. As they'll go to the other side to Saavedra. Hernandez with the back set. Senyoron block,
Good
set
coverage.
back. Diwa, oh, that stuff that is out against Caritativo.
But what about the effort coming from
Sure,
Shawi
sure.
to try and rescue that last play? Their own version of the double sub.
Cacao and Tandok coming in for Saavedra and Martinez. SAVOUGE 2 points away from wrapping up this first set. Just out of the antenna for Caritativo. Oh, Diwa with a quick.
Excellent pass coming from the three-time best receiver in the UAP, Ricky Marmeto. Ricky Marmeto used to play for the FU Tamaraws, by the way. What about Hernandez? Once again, getting the job done for a total of 7 set points right now for SAVOUGE.
And he really delayed that set to fool the defense. This will somehow cross it for Diwa. And then they get a kill block courtesy of Torres.
All I can say is masakit yun. But he ends up with a smile because they ended the set convincingly. Talk about taking one for the team, that one.
SAVOUGE Spin Doctors turning it up late in the first set, and they will secure it with outstanding defensive effort, 25-17 in the opener. SAVOUGE up 1. (25-17). SAVOUGE enjoying their biggest lead of the first set right by the time that they won it, as we check out the highlights of our opener.
FU had a good start, and that's one of 3 blocks delivered by Absin. But I thought that better floor defense was critical for SAVOUGE. In terms of blocking, yes, they will lose that department that they had. They had one vital one that happened late in that set. The major difference, much better offense for SAVOUGE. And lesser errors as well, as FU gave them 9 free points, plus 18 attack points. And then FU committing those number of errors, that was disastrous. It was only at 19-16 late in the set, and a 6-1 late run, engineered by Caritativo, broke the camel's back here for the FU team ni Coach Orculio.
How about that double substitution? Because it changed the entire mood.
Yun na yun.
You know, usually we will see the 2 substitute check out before
Agad.
the end of the set,
Yes,
right? Maybe
oo.
just one rotation.
O ma-side out na, labas na.
Yep.
Wala nang side out.
But Coach Sidney saw that it was effective. Hernandez and Senyoron were delivering. So why not allow them to finish off the first set? And that is exactly what they delivered. Let's see now how they can build on that impressive showing as we're ready to present our second set. Caritativo leading all scorers with 5. Supporting Caritativo are De Pedro and Senyoron, both with 3. Gamban and Torres with 2 apiece. On the other side, Absin and Saavedra with 4 each for FU DN Steel.
What I really like about the playmakers is that Hernandez finished off but Paglaon started. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scorers joining forces, and that's a tribute and a testament to how Paglaon distributed the ball up to the time wherein Hernandez made his entry in the last 6 points for the Skin Doctors.
Paglaon back in this matchup. The starting setter for SAVOUGE will open our second set. Again, we thank you for joining us on One Sports, One Sports Plus, and Pilipinas Live. Carlo Pamintuan, Coach Ronnie Magsano Contoco. Miss Ayana Perlas is our courtside reporter. Kill block to open, courtesy of Torres.
Second block of Torres. One of the best that we have here. Promising one is Cacao starting off this set for FEU. Incidentally, Paglao or Page, as they go on in, comes from San Pablo, Laguna, from EAC, ang kanyang background.
And that is in a service ace for the setter. That will be the second of the game as well for the Spin Doctors.
Silver medalist, NCAA season 99. For EAC, the 24-year-old Page Paglaon.
Kalisayan. Not a strong attack there as Gamban is picked up from the back. That is called a touch. It's a check ball for Saavedra.
Straight to zone 6, coming from Drix Saavedra. Back row play.
Cacao now serving. Checked in late in the first set. Now getting an opportunity here. They go to the quick. Absin delivers.
Different ball distribution. And Cacao trying to re-energize the troops. Look at this set.
Yeah.
Enough contact.
The setter serving again. That's a miss hit for Caritativo.
That's a rare miss coming from Caritativo, as he was isolated in that last offensive sequence. 3-point run here for Cacao and the rest of the Steel Ultras for a 1-point lead.
Really good serve once again for Cacao. But Gamban will finally get a side out for the Spin Doctors.
And that's what you like about Gamban. Start him out, lay him off the bench, no problem. Always productive, always happy just to be there. Gamban just saw action for one set, came off the bench, scored 1 point, but had 9 points in their first meeting against FEU.
Ooh! Saavedra with a combination play.
Nazuvalip Cacao, who used to be their main center before the emergence of Benny Martinez as their top playmaker.
Palisaya now serving.
9 errors in that first set loss. 9 of the 25 points given up by FEU.
Tied again at 4 apiece. As Torres will serve now for SAVOUGE. Cacao with a set. Sin with a quick.
Definitely that was a quick hit coming from Absin. What 4 first set points, now with a total of 5. As Cacao has been masterful, aggravating the middle.
2 attacks, 3 blocks for Absin, who will serve here. He had an error earlier. Much cleaner this time. Good pickup for Espartero. Siya na rin papalo dito. Cross court. Is
Nice.
good.
Missed a couple earlier in that set 1 loss. Finally finds the inside of the line.
I think Marmeto misjudged that. Thought that it was going out of bounds. But as a result, it's a 2-point lead for FEU DN Steel.
Better wrist action in that last hit for Espartero.
Gamban gets another side out.
Has been the most successful pin hitter during the set. For SAVOUGE. Oh. Top shot coming from Gamban.
Good serve. Nice dive though coming from Enon to keep it alive. Espartero with the pickup. Back row attack. Caritativo chases it. And it will be sent across by Enon. The power tip picked up by Paglaon. De Pedro. And now Saavedra blocked. Still alive, Espartero. That's way too far now to chase for Enon. But he still wanted to go for that ball, Coach Ronnie.
Kung wala lang harang doon, hahabulin talaga niya yan eh. Better defense here for FEU, leading to this bump set. And Espartero has been on point here in set 2 after, as I mentioned earlier, a couple of misses. And that set 1 loss.
Kung walang harang tsaka walang fans na nanonood.
Oo, umilag na nga yung mga fans eh.
That is a service error though. For Saavedra, his second of the match.
It's the second one.
7-6. FEU still up by 1.
Now I remember Gamban, of course, played for UP. Perpetual in high school, the Maroons in college. Miss hit.
Good chance here for Caritativo. Slowed down by the blocks. Espartero. Wow. One more time. And that will push us to our first technical timeout of the second set. It is 8-6 in favor of FEU and Steel.
You're still watching the Spiker Surf Invitational Conference Semifinals where power meets passion. Now, Carlo and Coach Ronnie, as you guys can see, for FEU middle blocker Dula Dongala will not be seeing action today due to the flu. But according to the FEU boys, ang sabi nila sa akin, they will miss him, but this will not stop them as the Phil Sports Arena is a very historical venue for them. This is where they won their championship title last month in the V-League. Kaya magaan yung pakiramdam nila today or anytime they are playing here at the Phil Sports Arena. They might be one set down, pero sa huddle, the only thing you would hear is, kaya natin to. It's time to make history repeat itself. Back to you guys.
Magaan yung pakiramdam ng kupunan. Mabigat yung pakiramdam ni Dongala. But we wish that he will be able to recover.
Oh, for Sunday, save him today and play him Sunday if he can.
Diba? Parang wag mo nang ipilit today. Because, you know, it's
Maraming hindi naglaro si Imperial. Wala
it's
rin.
too risky.
SAVOUGE.
So let him heal up. Almost a service ace.
Wow.
Pero nagawan pa ng paraan ng FEU. Talisayan scoring.
That was Kakao again with the rescue of that break ball. An ace waiting to happen. Look at Kakao.
And the tough part in those situations is even SAVOUGE was expecting it to be an ace already, no? Kaya hindi sila nakaporma sa depensa.
Perfect timing by Talisayan. Espartero, Talisayan coming alive here in set 2 for a 4-point lead, their biggest lead.
Of this entire match even.
That's true. Naiba nung pumasok si Kakao. Ano?
Paglaon with the set. And that is too good. Oh, look at Kakao.
Did you see
going
him?
all the way to the other side. Pumanik pa ng second floor.
Ng estancia.
Layo nung inabot dahil dun sa bilis niya talaga, Coach. Eh? But you could say that it is a no-bearing match. But when you see athletes scoring in that kind of effort,
although this is the fresher team dahil naglaro nung last play date ay ang SAVOUGE. Was that Espartero again? At least 3 of the first 12 points here in the set coming from Nico Espartero.
Espartero changed the game here in the second set.
Getting more touches. And, showing us better accuracy as well. He's gone to that angle multiple times already.
3-point lead. Paglaon with the set. Caritativo off the block again.
Slowed down by Talisayan. Pero yung back row defense ay nagkulang. Ito yan, kaya nang hinayang si Talisayan.
Nandun naman eh, no? Coach?
Yes.
Nahawakan naman eh.
Changing the angle on that block from a line shot to an angle hit.
Kakao with a set to Absin. Only got fingertips on it. De Pedro picked up. Oh, that's double contact.
One of the key reasons why FEU is ahead is that they have minimized the number of errors that they committed, which totaled 9 in that set 1 loss. But that was clearly a violation, and that was a 3-point development. So point number 10 for the Skin Doctors. Isolated once again. And Kakao has definitely issued some excellent sets here in set 2.
Yeah.
Time and again, there's a single block or on a post for his spin hitters.
Making the correct decisions.
Tsaka bumilis yung flow ng offense.
Yes. Still a 3-point lead for FUD and Steel. Gamban, when they need a side out, they go to Loisa Gamban as it'll be delivered as another point again for the Spin Doctors.
5 players help out offensively for them as they total 14 attack points. Again, 6 only for FU, but definitely in this set, FU will have more attack points so far here as they continue to lead by 2.
Good touch by Diwa. And he scores. He will complete the play with a kill.
Two-way play coming from Diwa. Charles Diwa, 51 points heading to the semifinals. 56 attacks, 11 blocks, and 4 service aces.
Oh, that's just too good for Espartero, but it's called as a net touch.
He owns up to that miscue.
Challenge, net fault for FUD and Steel, but I think Espartero admitted to the error. But we will be pushing forward with the challenge here. Kasi nakakapanghinayang nga naman, Coach, di ba? It was a kill. It was wide open. There were no blockers had a chance of stopping Espartero.
Kita mo naman sa ere.
So we will see if there was indeed a net touch called by our official.
FE looking to equalize after losing set 1. The previous sets slipped away from their hands after a good start.
That was Joffer Educado with the call on the net touch. Ooh, clipped it a tiny bit, but he clipped it.
Sinabi naman niya.
Yeah. So it is SAVOUGE that's going to tie the contest at 13 apiece here in the second set. Good touch on the block, and it'll score. How about the Spin Doctors turning things around here?
Ulitin ko, I saw that game against the King Ranchers, and they were only 2 sets away from a possible spot in the finals. They played well enough to beat the King Ranchers, but King Ranchers just had too many weapons and had a better endgame finish in sets 1 and 3 to diffuse the aspirations of SAVOUGE to win that match.
Espartero denied. Absin saw that there was no defense at the back.
Diwa beaten by Absin. He's playing one of his best games here this conference. A big plus for FEU in their bid to tie the set count at 1 set apiece.
14 all, so that early momentum was thrown away by FUD and Steel. Now we're back to a neck-and-neck affair. At that point donated with another service error.
The 6th, at least. Tama, no? Ang-anim.
And now we will see one more time, double substitution. Gamban and paglaon out. Senyoron and Hernandez in.
Hindi pala pang-anim.
7th service error. Oo, may isa rin si Saavedra kanina earlier. While SAVOUGE has kept it clean. Coach Ronnie, no
Yes.
service errors for the Spin Doctors. And look at this. It will be the Spin Doctors with a 2-point lead, 16-14. Heading into our second technical timeout on overreach. Nahampas pa. So add insult to injury. As we'll take a quick break, we continue with the second set after this.
May pag-asa nga ba na baka ang puso ko'y mapagbigyan? Mahiwagang sa lamig kay ba niya aaminin kanyang tunay na pagtingin? Hindi naman halatang blooms na blooms na blooms eh.
Well, the offense is certainly blooming for Senyoron here in this matchup against FUD and Steel. As we remind you that you can enjoy the biggest sporting events this December on the Filipinas Live app. Watch all the action live or on demand and on any device. You can download and register for free.
First service error for SAVOUGE. As a double sub.
Oh, binalik naman agad sa kanila.
Sakit. Pang-siyam na service error. Pang-walo ba? Pang-walo. Sorry.
So more substitutions coming from the side of FUD and Steel. They will go to their starting setter. Kakao did his part early here in this second set.
Indeed.
Pero yung diskarte niya mukhang nabantayan na rin
Nahuli
itong
na rin.
Spin Doctors. And that is what you can expect from a squad that has veterans, no, Coach? Mabilis magbasa ng laro.
Saka mataas ang kumpiyansa ngayon ng Spin Doctors talaga. Skin Doctors. That's that. Oh, that was Lyric Mendoza. Excellent pass. This one. Martinez announces his re-entry as the main playmaker here for the FPU squad.
They will need more than just 3 excellent sets from him. Oh, Diwal finds the corner.
Hitting zone 1. It was Hernandez redeeming himself after service error earlier. The one home to the back row. Defend Diwa.
Good serve from Diwa. Oh, that's just too powerful. That is just too strong. Coming from between, as another sub delivers here for FEU.
Between did not play in their first meeting.
Oh, quick attack there coming from Torres.
No succession of points given up by SAVOUGE. Charles David, or rather Anet Between, came off the bench in the first 2 sets against Tondo Yogo. Played the entire third set, scored a total of 6 points.
Paglaon, Gamban back in the matchup as SAVOUGE is up 19-17. Good pickup. Torres will set it up. Paglaon with the first touch. Gamban. And that will score.
Golden chance for FAU to stay close. But the yellow shirts continues to show us endgame composure A better one at that for a 3-point lead after being down by as much as 4 for a 7-point turnaround.
Off-system play, it somehow scores. Let's listen
Tapos
into
tignan mo
this
yung ikot,
timeout for FEU.
Kahit anong mangyari sa ikot, tatlo ng tatlo spiker eh. Diba? I-grab natin. Tignan mo, lalayo na naman yan na 2017. Pag yan lumayo ng 22, mahirapan na naman tayo. Diba? Pero ano mahirap sa kabila? Naka-establish sa block, anong gagawin ng kabila? Itutulak lang yung bola, drop ball. Tapos hindi tayo gagalaw, makakapuntos. Wala ka sa establish ng blocking, anong gagawin mo? Tignan mo, wala ka sa timing sa kuya na ginawa. Pinaltok. Ganun kabilis, pare. Wala pa yan, ha? Hey, Vio!
It was at this point, Coach Ronnie, of the first set where SAVOUGE really
Lumayo.
built rhythm
Yes.
and took command of the match.
As they say, first to 20 points on target, and then strong finishing kick. Both of those things were pocketed by SAVOUGE in that first set win, eventually winning handily and convincingly.
2017, a 3-point lead. Paglaon will be serving. That is off the block, a point for FUD and Steel. A much needed point just to stop the bleeding.
As the side out that they were looking for, it was between. They scored the last 2 points for FAU delivers. And off the block point.
That was between with the serve. Caritativo
Finally,
touches the line.
finally scores. That's a big one for a 3-point lead still. But what about Rico Marmeto? That excellent reception.
A challenge, ball in, ball out for FUD and Steel, and you can expect them to micromanage all of these opportunities. As they are behind, they're trying to get back into it. Also a pseudo timeout coming from Coach Ed Orculio to talk to his players, calm them down, and map out how they will plan to storm their way back into this second set. This is a SAVOUGE team showing grit and resolve. They could have folded early
Yes.
when FUD and Steel landed the first big blow of the second set, but they hung tough. They battled back. They stayed patient. Oh, that's so in.
Rico Marmeto, by the way, second best in terms of receptions at 60% efficiency. Caritativo at 42%. 2 players in the top 10 for them, while Winnie Paul Ceballos of FEU is at number 3 among the best receivers.
No more challenge remaining for FU here in the second set. Miguel goes cross-court.
Ooh. Ellen was right there, but because that ball hit the net, that ball landed short. Nakaabang naman si Enon.
Double substitution, Cacao and Espartero back into it.
Between, got the job done.
Yeah.
Kung hindi, tapos na itong set na to.
21-19, but they'll have to keep it clean, especially from the service area. Paglaon with the set, a quick unstoppable from Torres.
Very good receiving team. Second best at about 44%. How many points? 8 points.
Torres will serve. Espartero on the other side pushes it, but out of bounds. That looked wide open for a spike,
Pasok na
Coach.
pasok. Oo. Nag-iingat siya, tingin ko, dahil kanina he had a net touch. So this one, it's what power tip, leading to that unforced error. Deficit stands at 4 right now for FEU.
Tough reception, but Cacao and Absin made something out of it.
Defusing a possible set point. Cutting the lead to 3. Good pass. Steal set. And a quick hit. Absin has played well throughout the match. 9 errors for FEU in this set.
Diwa blocked.
Good
That was
cover.
picked up by Caritativo. Gamban. They're at set point.
You have to like in this captain itong si Paglaon, shifting the action from the left to the right. This one on a reverse set. Delaying the blockers. Line shot. Beats the defense of FEU. Moves them to set point.
That's an end to this FU timeout.
Ganito, paano aabot pare? Doon ang laki-laki sa gitna eh. 'Di ba? Tapos paano pinalo yung huling palo nila? Para hindi pinapalo, tinutulak lang. Tapos ginaganyan-ganyan lang, iniisda-isda lang. Anong gagawin natin? Pag hindi kayo trumabaho ng depensa, hindi tayo makakakuha ng panalo niyan, pare. Hindi natin makukuha yung set. Naghahabol tayo eh. Tapos ang ginagawa ng kabila, iniingayan lang tayo eh. Tapos choppy tayo, anong gagawin natin? Di ba?
Apat lang. Go, go, go!
Four set points for SAVOUGE. As the Spin Doctors looking good here in the second set against FUD and Steel Roofing.
They look to be the sharper team, especially in the end game.
Gamban serving. That is long.
He went for it. Second service error only of the match. And second error only of SAVOUGE in the set. Total. Wow.
Coach Sydney will call a timeout.
Tapos pwede kang mag-5. Ay, hindi. A-quick pala, A-quick. Tapos patong sa 3, dito sa 5. Tapos doon ka. Ha? Okay, guys. Isang good receive lang para tapos na tayo.
Hey, stop! Good!
Coach Sydney stressing the options.
Yes.
A quick. May patong. May pwedeng back row.
Doon ka sa
Pedro,
kabila.
O sa estancia.
Huwag ka munang magulo. Pero importante ron is good pass. Pero option pa rin yun, ha?
Yeah,
Kung halimbawang
yeah.
tumapon. Oo.
Depende sa reception. And it's a good
Ganda naman
reception.
nun, oo.
It's kept alive. The Pedro almost.
Oh.
It's sent across.
Oh.
And FPU will stay alive.
And as they say, height is might. That is what Mendoza showed in that last sequence. Another timeout here for Coach Sydney.
Position mo na kayo, magandang receive, alam mo nang gagawin. Pero prepare 5 ha. Isang magandang receive lang. Ano ba yung langaw na yun? May langaw. May langaw.
Oo nga naman.
Aga focus. Basic lang tayo. Focus lang.
Namula si Coach. Nag-blush.
In my many years of covering Spikers Turf, that might be my favorite timeout of all time.
Sorry, couldn't help it. Kasi hindi natapos ni Coach. Merong gate crasher doon. But
Pag nakapunto sila dito, best player of the game yung langaw.
Of the set. Of the set.
It relieved them of the tension. Right? So let's see how the SAVOUGE Spin
Mas
Doctors
natawa
will
ko doon sa
respond.
Coach, maaga pa.
The runner,
Alam mo na ang gagawin mo. So best player of the set,
the langaw.
the fly.
That this and that is a big point for Diwa.
Diwa with the flight.
Yep, the slide connecting only one blocker to beat, found the angle, and as a result, the SAVOUGE Spin Doctors up 2 sets to none against FUD and Steel Roofing. Will be back for the third. 25-17, 25-22. SAVOUGE, 2-0 against the FUDN Steel Ultras. As you see some of the highlights in the second set, FU looked good initially. They were able to build a 4, even 5-point lead. But Gamban, when they needed a side out, they went to him and he delivered the goods. They stayed within striking distance. They were able to take the advantage. And when they tasted the lead, they never gave it back. As the attacks now on the side of FUDN Steel Roofing, 17-13. But that's just way too many errors. They gave up 9 errors in that second set to allow the SAVOUGE Spin Doctors to lead 2-0 here inside the Phil Sports Arena. We thank you once again for joining us on One Sports, One Sports Plus, and Pilipinas Live. Carlo Pamintuan and Coach Ronnie Magsanok on the call. Miss Diana Perlas is our courtside reporter. We're ready for the third set. Arena Plus, Stakes Sports. You're seeing some of the supporters of FUDN Steel in attendance here inside the arena, and they will need to be loud. They will need to inspire their squad to put in a better performance to stay alive and extend this matchup to a fourth set. For FPU, Saavedra leading alongside Absin. They have combined for 15 points. Espartero woke up in that early part of the second set. He has 6. But on the other side, Caritativo, Gamban with 7 apiece, Torres with 6, Diwa with 5. Everyone that has been called in by Coach Sidney has chipped in something positive for the squad.
But again, defensively, they were the better team as FEU was +4 in terms of attack points in that set after only scoring 6 attack points in that set 1 loss. But 9 errors, and again, led to that second set loss. Something that FEU has to really remedy if they are to push this match into a longer one, as they're now behind by 2 sets.
Again, this is to whet your appetites for what should be a fun bronze medal matchup between these two teams. That will be on December 15.
A Sunday.
That hit is out for Torres. Good idea, but just hit it a little bit wide.
Isang middle blocker na napakalakas pumalo.
Not the tallest, no, Coach? Itong si Torres.
Hindi talaga.
The vertical leap is tremendous.
That one.
Off the block point once again for Caritativo.
Quiet in that second set win. After 5 first set points, scored only 2 points in that second set win. Giles Jeffrey Torres from Paklap, Isabela, galing UE. Naglaro din sa Signal noong 2023.
Caritativo with a dig. De Pedro knew what he was doing. Knew what he wanted.
Tried to score off the block. Pero nasa ilalim.
Bit more angle. And that would have been a point for Sabo.
Alam na niya, nakaabang na eh.
Talisayan serving now his team up 2-1. That's another service error.
What about that read coming from Marmeto? That's a veteran receiver.
These errors really piling up. 9th service error. And that's extra painful kasi ang linis ng service ng kabila, Coach Ronnie.
Oh, correct. 9 sa 19 errors that they have committed have come from the service line. And that was a quick hit on the return play for a 2-point lead here. Bump set.
They get it back.
Oh, nice misdirection to free up the middle.
And Between has also been helpful coming off the bench.
Very productive.
3-2 is the score.
Nako.
How about another one? 10.
10 of the 20 errors. And that's the reaction of Coach Merculio.
Papa-face palm na lang si Coach Ed. Kasi wala kang magagawa eh, di ba?
Hindi mo naman pwedeng hinaan lang dahil pagbalik, tapos na rin. O ipasok lang.
Good serve coming from Gamban. And that hit is called out. No touch on the block.
May gigil factor na ron kay Mendoza. was right there. Pretty similar to that miss earlier coming from Torres.
Coach, paminsan, when you lose the first 2 sets, you come into the third wanting to overcome everything in one fell swoop. Gusto mong
Totoo yun.
madaliin, di ba?
Gusto mo manalo agad.
But they'll have to stay patient here and accept that this will be a grind. This will be tough. Pipe attack. That hits the antenna and the blocker, kaya hinabol pa. Oh, misconnection. And that is 3 straight points now for the Spin Doctors. 5-3 is their lead.
That's a very miss coming from between. Good scrappy play defensively. And that was not between, by the way.
Another good serve from Gamban. Saavedra picked up De Pedro. Caritativo pushes it across. Saavedra again.
Line shot. Look at the force and the swiftness of that last kill. Good sequence for FEU. Mahirap nang lumayo ng maaga rito sa ball.
Oh, 1-2 play for Paglaon.
And there was a beaten by Daipat. Nice disguise by Paglaon. Ito na. Birthday boy ang ating ever comparison.
22 for FUD and Steel in the match. 10 for SAVOUGE.
Almost equivalent to 1 set.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
Of 3 points given up.
Good effort from the blockers ng SAVOUGE. Caritativo, tinawid lang. Saavedra with an attacking error. And kaya natin pinupunto kanina, Coach, is that even if it was a clean win against Hyogo, even if it was a 3-set sweep, the error numbers were a little bit worrying for
Mataas.
FUD and Steel.
19 yun. At saka yung sa Watch kasi natuto na rin sa 32 errors nila against the King Crunchers in their last match. Oh, that's a knock. That's a haymaker.
Saavedra apologizes to Enon. Says, sensya ka na, malakas ako masyado.
Napaka. 25 points for Saavedra in their first encounter, a match that they won. And again, Marmeto, master for Reed. Another service error.
And that will be our first technical timeout of the third set. 8-5, a 3-point lead for the Spin Doctors.
Welcome back to the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference Semifinals, where power meets passion. Now, Carlin Coach Ronnie for the SAVOUGE Spin Doctors, it was admitted by head coach Sydney Calderon that her team is too happy to be here, and this isn't bad, but she reminded them that too much of something is not good. The effects of being too happy showed in their last game against Crisscross in the third set when they were at 9-19. They totally forgot about their attacking and their floor defense. Kaya naman, this is exactly what they worked on before coming to this game. And basically, ang goal nila for today, consistency lang talaga, so that they can bring this and carry this over for their next team in the next conference. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much for that report, Ayana. Siyempre, you want to win that bronze medal and take that positivity the next time out. As, I think nasaktan din ng konti itong si Saavedra. Bit gimpy on the right ankle. And he will have to be subbed out here.
Hindi ko napansin na nakita ko kasi yung block.
Yeah. But again, he'll have to step out and have that right ankle checked out. As we remind you that the Emirates NBA Cup Finals is almost here. Catch it live on December 18th on NBA TV Philippines, One Sports, and Pilipinas Live. 8-6, Caritativo finds a big gap in the middle of the defense.
Very crafty. Not all power. Good defense read from Xavi Caritativo.
And the big challenge here, Coach Ronnie, for FUD and Steel is Saavedra has been your most consistent attacker. Pag wala ka ng options, siya yung pinupuntahan mo para
Go-to
makakakuha ka pa rin eh. So how do you work things out now without his help? Back row attack,
Another
long.
miss. Well, sometimes players are able to take it really well by seeing this as an opportunity for them to rise to the occasion and show what they have and fill in the spot that will be left should Saavedra not be able to return anymore.
Nakaupo pa siya dun sa kanto, no?
Ay, gagamble mo pa ba? Gayong sa Sunday naman yung talagang
Yeah, that's also
battle for
true.
bronze, diba? Kasi at the end of the day, in spite of the fact that this is a win that you want to bring home, the battle will be on Sunday for the third spot and the bronze medal that goes with it.
There is Saavedra taking a break for the time being. His team down by 3.
What a pass.
Oh, but it is kept alive. One more try here for SAVOUGE. And now that will be unstoppable for
Yes.
Caritativo.
They had to guard Torres at the middle. And that left Caritativo open at the right pin. Ang laki ng inangat ng laro nitong si Xavi talaga. Sobra.
Yeah.
The control that he has brought.
Martinez to the set. It was touched by the block, so legal still to pick up. Cross-court kill is there
Nice.
for Miguel.
Away from the blockers and unbeaten by that diagonal delivery. This one, in this bump set. Straight to the left pin.
Oh, Talisayan has been off from the service area in this entire game. That's 12 service errors now.
And 23 overall. And that's a lot.
At least his third.
At least.
One more try for FEU. It crosses,
Finally.
but Miguel will score again.
Scored the last 2 points for the Steel Ultras. And that's how difficult it is to find an opening against the defense of SAVOUGE, given their defense at the net. Their back row defense as well has managed to hold forth.
Pero hanggang ganito pa lang yung nalalapit ng FUD and Steel. They will get a point. They will give up a point. As this rally will continue, there was apparently a touch on the block.
Dito baka makarelax sila kasi nating to lose na to for them at this stage. And Miguel has grabbed this opportunity to play even better. Earlier it was between and Absin. Now it's Miguel, the unsung heroes for FEU, keeping them close.
SAVOUGE hanging on to this 2-point advantage. Good first ball. De Pedro blocked.
Tentative approach for De Pedro. 3 straight points after being behind at 12-8.
Now substitution. Ciro Austria checks in for the first time in this matchup, replacing De Pedro. Chance now to tie for FUD and Steel. Still alive. Oh, Marmeto mishandles. Rescued by Caritativo. Marmeto will send it short across. And we are tied. Miguel with another kill.
Spin Doctors with 12. FEU's Miguel with 4. Of the last 4 points for a tied count at 12.
Timeout for SAVOUGE.
natin. Ang gagawin natin, receivean lang natin na maayos. Ayan na naman tayo, bumabalik na naman tayo sa ugali natin. Porket lamang tayo ng 2 set, pabayaan na naman tayo. Ha? Kay bawi tayo, recover tayo ulit.
Hoy, hoy! Game on pa! Isa!
Just to break the momentum of FEU, required that timeout coming from Coach Sydney as he sent it over to Misayana.
Thank you so much, Carlo and Coach Ronnie. Here's a quick update on Drix Saavedra of FEU. So earlier in the latter part of our second set, he was actually feeling some pain already on his right knee, which then led to his ankle sprain in his right ankle because of the fatigue that he was feeling on that leg already. He was unable to focus on his balance, leading to the 2 injuries. So he will be sitting out on the rest of this game for FEU. Back to you guys.
So don't risk it. Ang diskarte ni Coach Ed, and you perfectly understand the situation here.
Automatic na yun. Oo.
Especially, there's a response coming from his other players as Austria delivers his first point of the matchup to take the lead back for the Spin Doctors.
They needed that as FEU was on course to string up its 5th consecutive point. Anyway, FEU has 8 attack points so far in the set, but has committed 8 errors in this set alone. SAVOUGE, almost seamless, just with 1 error so far, leading to up to this point of the match or of the set.
Double substitution, but new players for Coach Sydney.
Oops.
Oh, that A board really tricky to deal with.
Gado. Oo. It was between.
And Narciso unable to lead for it as the score is tied again.
Again from the service line, 13. And Narciso is the 3rd playmaker utilized by Coach Calderon this afternoon.
But Miguel injecting much needed life into the offense.
Indeed.
For FUD and Steel with 5 points. Austria serving, and it's a strong one. Over received now. They go to the other side. Caritativo off the block.
Had to do some stutter steps to make the adjustments on that break ball. After a miss at the right pin, Caritativo delivers at the left. Outstanding composure here for Caritativo.
So the adjustments have been on point coming from Coach Sydney. Not shying away from injecting new players, fresh players here in this crucial
like
third
Marvin
set.
Williams.
This process from the back row. Oh, miss hit for Miguel.
They tried to disguise, wanted to go for a drop. Instead, they will drop 2 consecutive points and they will be behind by 3 at this stage, heading to the second technical time.
Sherwin Shawi Caritativo has stood tall in this match for the SAVOUGE Spin Doctors as he has done for much of this conference. There are a couple of games where the performance may have dipped, but on average, you can rely on him to always deliver and constantly deliver for his squad.
Number 8 in scoring, 92 points heading to the semifinals. And those numbers may not do justice to the kind of value that he has put in, the overall package in terms of his performance throughout the last 2 months.
11 points powered by 10 attacks here in this match as they lead by 3, 16 to 13.
From Rosales, Pangasinan, of course, Pangasinense.
Another attacking error for FUD and Steel.
Dito lumalabas na yung youth no, nung mga manlalaro ng FEU. Trying to go for home run plays.
Pero nakakapanghinayang, coach, kasi nakabalik na sila eh, di ba? Nakatabla na sila. 12
12
all,
all, oo.
13 all.
So 5-1 run here generated by the entry of Williams and Hero Austria. What a serve.
Off the block point here
That's
to stop the
between.
bleeding for FEU.
Very promising. Between did not play in their first encounter. Between their last game, 6 points off the bench.
Romero, no touch on the block. That is out. So back-to-back points for FEU DN Steel.
That's a huge miss coming from Romero. Wide open, could not connect. 2-point run for FEU, keeps them alive.
Austria with the reception. Diwa is dug up. Miguel
Beats Diwa.
beats Diwa.
SAVOUGE beaten in the last 3 points. From 17-13. FEU, signs of life.
No Torres, no Gamban, no De Pedro, no Senyoron even on the floor.
No Gamban, right?
But another service error. The 14th of the matchup.
Error number 25. That's a whole set given up. And they're only behind by 2 at this stage here in the third.
Diwa with a serve.
Oh, that's a
Miss hit again from Talisayan.
You heard the sound. Coach
been a-
Julio has seen enough.
And it's been a forgettable game for Talisayan here in this entire matchup. The service errors, the attacking errors. We know that he's good. We know that he is reliable.
Very good.
It's just a little bit off his game today. But a service error coming from Diwa will donate a much-needed point for FEU DN Steel.
Mendoza. Serving for DNC.
Mendoza serving now. Romero blocked, stuffed.
That's a single block against Romero. FEU closer and closer. Narciso's been read well by the defense of FEU.
Oh, that is another service error, number 15.
And finally, Paglaon and Gamban will make their re-entry here in the third set. Really ba sa patience ni Coach Sidney ron, no?
Pinabayaan niya, oo.
Minsan binubuhay mo rin kasi yung kumpiyansa ng mga players talaga eh.
Paglaon picks it up. The set to Caritativo. Caritativo sent back once again. To the other side we go. Gamban! Cross court picked up by Miguel. Pushed forward by FEU. Torres with a quick.
Wow, wow. Just look at the numbers of Torres as well. It's been very impressive at that position.
I think the players of FEU DN Steel were asking for a challenge of 4 touches.
Correct.
Because in their opinion, hindi tumama yung unang atake ni
At
Caritativo.
walang tinamaan na blocker.
Block tayo dito. Opposite nandito. Meron ka sa gitna. Kayong dalawa, sumiksi kayo doon sa outside. Okay, yung backrow natin, hindi nila binablock. Ang gagawin, hindi depensahan. Ang kailangan lang tamang approach, tamang atake, tapos tamang timing. Okay? Ngayon, sa kabila, nagkabalikan yung bola. Yung sinasabi natin kanina pa, na lalabas na dito, doon sa papaluin, yun ang atakihin natin. Tapos paano bumalo yung kanina? Pag ganyan-ganyan lang, oh. Wala namang power, pare. Naka dito, pag ganyan, ganun lang, oh. Let's go.
A 3-point lead for SAVOUGE, 21-18 against FEU DN Steel. And 4 away from wrapping up this matchup. Paglaon, tremendous. 11 excellent sets for his squad. That's a mishit. But it'll be challenged here on the block touch by FUD and Steel because they are in desperate need of a point right here, right now. And that challenge, if they called it a little bit earlier during the hit of Caritativo, could have been a point for them. But now they will have to hope that there was indeed a block touch from SAVOUGE.
Critical point here for both teams.
And now we're ready to see it. No. No block touch. So the point will belong to the Spin Doctors. And again, it sounded like a miss hit. So it was more of a hope that there was a block touch. There was none upon the replay. It's a 4-point lead now for SAVOUGE. Martinez sets it up. That was slowed down by the two blockers. Gamban picked up. Oh, but there was no second touch.
And that mistake will be costly. 5 points down. 2 points away.
Timeout now for FEU. We listen in again.
Diba, i-establish ka, didepensa ka. Pag depensa mo nang gagawin, pag ganun pare, dapat pag ganyan, para umangat. Diba? Ang gagawin natin. Diba pa, galaw tayo. Go, 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 go. Bawi tayo, muna. Kaya. Bio! Patay agad, pre. Patay agad.
5-point lead for the Spin Doctors, 23-18. And the sets have looked similar, Coach
Correct.
Ronnie. It's just at the tail end
Sa
of it
dulo.
where the Spin Doctors will edge out the Ultras of FUD and Steel.
And this is how they lost to the King Crunchers, talking about SAVOUGE. So ngayon, lessons learned for them. Another miss.
Everything just falling apart now for FUD and Steel.
Yung scoring run ng SAVOUGE dun lagi sa dulo.
Yeah, yeah.
Replicated, mirrored, reprised.
6 match points available. Paglaon with the serve. That is pushed to the back. Austria wasn't ready.
Yes, yes. He's been very steady with his back row defense, as he has only made this entry late here in the third set, but he has been very effective.
Still 5 match points for the Spin Doctors. Martinez serving. Good first ball. Caritativo sent back. Marmeto with a dig. Oh, that is claimed by Gamban. I thought it was for Austria.
Combination play.
But somehow it works out for the Spin Doctors.
And then meet each other again on Sunday. So round 2 goes to SAVOUGE. FEU won a 5-setter against them. Austria helping out Gamban with that clincher. And job well done for Coach Sidney and the rest of the Spin Doctors.
Biroan sila doon because, again, it looked like it was going to be a pipe attack coming from Austria, but it doesn't matter as long as the 25th point was scored by the SAVOUGE Spin Doctors. 25-17, 25-22, 25-19. A clean sweep and good momentum heading into their bronze medal match against this very opponent, FUD and Steel, which will be coming on Sunday.
You're still watching the Spiker Surf Invitational Conference Semifinals, and that concludes Game 1 for today's doubleheader. And syempre, joining me now is the best player of the game. We have Michael Paglao, of course, 11 excellent sets and 2 points. Congratulations, Michael.
Thank you so much po. Thank you so much po sa mga
Yes.
supporters po.
Grabe talaga, Michael, yung naging improvement ng team nyo in this conference. And for sure, isa ka sa reasons kung bakit nag-improve yung team. 11 excellent sets. Can you talk to me yung siguro naging process mo as a setter to get to know your team even more dito sa conference na to?
Lagi lang po kaming nagko-communicate sa mga dapat namin gawin. Sa trainings pa lang po, pina-perfect na namin yung mga dapat namin gawin para paglabas sa game, na magawa po namin yung mga kailangan.
Michael, alam ko, super naging consistent kayo this conference. Can you talk to me, ano ang magiging next step na ng SAVOUGE Spin Doctors pagkatapos ng conference na to?
Ayun po, patuloy pa rin po kami sa pag-ensayo, and next conference po, goal namin na makapasok naman sa championship.
Alright, thank you so much, Michael. May gusto ka bang batiin, Michael?
Sa family ko po, Paglaon family, and sa girlfriend ko, Cristian Teguelo.
Hey, sana all, diba? Thank you so much, Michael. Congratulations again, our best player of the game, Michael Paglao. 11 excellent sets. Back to you, Carla Coach Ronnie.
Calm down, Ayana. Set 3 highlights of this victory for the SAVOUGE Spin Doctors. Again, it started out okay for FUD and Steel, but SAVOUGE was simply at another level in terms of their efficiency because they were forcing mistakes on the side of the Ultras in the third set especially.
We pointed this out at the top of the coverage, 2 sets away from a possible spot in the finals. This team has really been playing well. Has won how many games already? 8 games in the conference, and this is their best finish ever in the history of joining the Spikers turf. And look at the numbers, again, losing the attack count. But how can you win a set when you give up 17 points, when you commit 17 errors, when your service errors continues to mount? And that was the same storyline in the first 2 sets. And that led to this downfall by FEU, 3 straight sets at the hands of the Spin Doctors.
Let's see how they will try to clean that up because they need to drastically improve those numbers heading into their bronze medal match this coming Sunday. Those are the numbers. So obviously the momentum will be on the side of the SAVOUGE Spin Doctors in that fight for the podium. Up next, we have the Kondogumi Yogo, our visiting squad, playing their final game here in the Philippines, going up against a finals-bound Crisscross King Crunchers for Miss Ana Perlas and Coach Ronnie Magsano.
Happy birthday, teammate!
I'm Carlo Pamintuan. Thank you for the greeting, Coach Ronnie, and thank you for your continued support of your Spikers turf. One more match coming up, the last match of our semi-final round. This is your Spikers Turf 2024 Invitational Conference.